Morning my friends, welcome back to the channel. So we are continuing on. Next day, we've got a full day today to get that assembled and in the car. It's currently Thursday. No, lying, it's Friday. So we've got today and all day tomorrow to get that done so we can go to the car show at BHP Apex there. Don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll try anyway. But yeah, let's get cracking, eh? Okay, we're going to start with checking all these lifters we cleaned yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. We took all these apart basically, cleaned them all so they all squish. All the hydraulic lifters are all good now. None of them are C's, which is good because we won't bend no valves. So yeah, we'll chuck all these in, chuck the cams in, and then we can chuck the cam covers on just for the minute. We're not going to bolt them down because I'm going to take them off when I put it in so don't scratch them all up because we freshly painted them, haven't we? And then yeah, crack on with the intake and stuff like that. Intakes. Yeah, let's get them in. 24 of them.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Well, there we go, boys. Cams are all in, torque down. The torque specs are really low on this. I googled it, it's nearly like 9 to 12 newton meters, so I mean I did it that, so it should be fine. I like to go tight, but we'll do it how it says. But yeah, they're in. I'll put the whack for the valve covers on now, just to keep the dust out. But we're not putting them in when we put the engine in. Like I said, we're not putting it in with the valve covers because it'll scratch them. Intake next, I reckon. Valve covers on, boys. New bolts, zincs, so we look 10 times better. Why is it so blurry? But yeah, decided I'm going to put the valve covers in with the engine when we jack it up. I'll just put towels around it and hopefully it don't scratch the paint up too much. But what I did notice with this VHT red and the clear stuff, if you use brake cleaner, it washes the paint off. So don't put any brake cleaner on your valve covers once painted them. Try painting them again. Right, next.
On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the
Right, we have the intake on and all the plumbing's done. Tightened up all the jubilees so they're all nice and tight. And next it is time for the exhaust side, I reckon. I'm not going to put the fuel air and all that on until it's in the car. Same as the throttle body. Yeah, exhaust side I think. Oh no, we've got one more thing to do on this side. We've got to put on the engine mount, which goes on these 4 bolts here, look. Let's get that on and then start the exhaust. Right, a bit more done. We've got the engine mount on this side on. Kind of a mess. Yeah, you can't, I mean, I'd like to like delete all of like these hard pipes, you know, just have silicone hoses, but we ain't got the time. You know, we got another day, so is what it is. It's not too bad. You can get to the oil filter easily. That's all that matters really. Under there you can't see anything. Obviously all the wiring harness is now on. Plugged in everything I could plug in whilst it's out, because it'd be a lot easier than doing it in the car. Right, brought the turbo out, the old hybrid. Got the gasket on, wang him on. Now I put the timing backing plate on as well. Yeah, going along.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll
go. Right, here we go. Exhaust, manifold and turbo and down, well, turbo elbow on. I'm not going to put the heat shields and all that because they've all been painted. I'm going to paint them black as well because they're silver at the minute. We want it all black on black and red basically. Let's start with, well, plumb all the oil lines and all that into the block obviously, and start the timing. Right guys, next we're going to be doing water pump and oil pump. As I said before, we have a new oil pump, water pump, sorry. So we could stick him on, new gasket, and everything it should be with. Right, rip it. JDM garage. I'll link all the stuff that I've bought as much as I can anyway. All the description down below. But yeah, water pump. And gasket. Wang it on. I'll just put you on time lapse because it's, you know, it's just me putting the water pump on. Okay, water pump's on. Next up, oil pump. There it is. I'll just give it a good old clean with the old brake cleaner. The machine shop checked it over like I said before, and they said that is fine. There's no need to replace it, so I shall not, because I'm cheap. Well, not cheap, I just spent like £3 grand on this, but I am in a way. Right. There he is. Oil pump. Gasketter.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways.
Right, there we go. Obviously you can see I've done it wrong. I banged on the harmonic balancer, you know, just trying to figure out how you put it back together again, but then I realised obviously you've got to put the time belt on first, and also you've got to put on that bottom cover before you put the harmonic balancer on, so I can't get it off now, so I've just messaged my mate down the road there, and that he's got a mobile mechanic. He's got a pulley, so I used before to get the thing off. I didn't even tap it. I even hit it in all the way, but it will not come off. So I'm gonna need his pulley again. And also, thing that's got me a bit stuck is how this alternator goes on. There's a bolt here, obviously, for adjustment, but that bolt doesn't actually screw into this block. So I don't really know how it works. Obviously that's just the adjuster, so you screw it into that bolt somehow and it adjusts, but I can't figure it out. Need to do some Googling and YouTubing and see what it says. He's coming up now with a pulley. Bosh! We have You come up and get the pulley off for me, legend. We wanged all these on. We got to put the harmonic balancer still on. We timed it and done the timing belt. What I've seen online and stuff, and everyone mentioned, is a quarter of a turn, and that's about right. Don't want to have it too tight. I don't have it too loose. So yeah, now I need to bolt this little timing cover on the bottom. Put the harmonic balancer on. Put the rest of the timing covers on, and we should be pretty much set to go. Put the once that's done, I sorted out the alternator. Basically, I had that bolt going in from the front into this block, which is wrong. Bolt goes from the back, and that was as simple as that. Now we can adjust it once we got our belts on. I need to do the other two belts actually, but then we'll do the we'll drop it off. We'll get it onto the engine stand, not engine stand, engine hoist. Chuck the flywheel on, the gearbox, and the clutch obviously first, and then jack it up and put it in the car. When Scott gets here, so he can give me a hand, because last time on my own is a bit of a mission, and I don't want to be dinging stuff now because it's all nice and shiny. So yeah, we are smashing it up tonight. I don't know what time it is now, but the sun's gone anyway. It's getting darker, so I'm going to try and get the engine in today or tonight, and then tomorrow all I've got to do, I've got a whole day to basically plumb it in, get all the intercooler piping on, all the connectors plugged in, connect all the power steering up, and bleed it all. Let's get it done.
Shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Okay, it's time to get it off the engine stand and get it onto the engine hoist. I've just wanged on the rear head drain, the AN fitting. You make a right mess of it unless you've got like a proper AN fitting spanners. I mean, all I used was like a vice and like a big spanner, but messes it right up. But hopefully that don't leak. I've done it tight as heck. And then obviously this end, what I've put on already, because it'd be easier when it's off the car. That goes obviously into the sump that we had the AN fitting welded into. Tough a day, but yeah, it's ready to rock. I'm going to put a load of rags over it, towels, so try and protect this nice shiny paint as much as I can from when we obviously the chains are going down the side. Yeah, see, I'll put on this, which I'm assuming is like for taking the engine out, a lift thing, but I've only got one. Looks like one used to be here, but I don't know where it is. But last time I just put a bolt in with a plate, bolted it into there, and then have two chains. And that's what we got away with last time, so that's what we're doing this time. Scotty's just arrived, so he's going to give us an hand to get it in. But obviously we need to put we've got the new rear main seal to put on, and the clutch, flywheel, gearbox, and I'm going to leave the sump off because it'll give a little bit more clearance, and I've painted down. I don't want to scratch it up getting it in. Hopefully we don't whack the bottom end. So yeah, let's get it prepped for getting off this stand. Long day. Yeah, it's on. We've prepped it. I'm waiting for Scott. He's gone to the shop. I don't want to just jack it up. Just on my own. I know I've done it I've done it before, but not a million times before, but one time, well, twice I've put the engine in. No, I put the engine in once and took it out once. It's been my second time putting it, but last time I did it, it was on a ramp, and we had a proper garage doing it. I was doing it, but in a proper garage. And Alan, who was helping me, had done 1,000 engines, so I've done it a lot easier. So it should be alright though. It's only a slight hill we're on. Yeah, be a reat. As you can see, I've wrapped him up to protect the paint. Let's do this. Come on, Scott. First things first, new rear main seal. Sorry, I've been at this all day. Chuck that on the rear main seal housing. Chuck that on the back of the engine. Chuck the flywheel on the clutch on. Bosh.
Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah.
Okay guys, next problem is we haven't got any Loctite and my torque wrench only goes up to 80 foot-pounds. So my mate Scott's just gone home to get some, because he's got some Loctite at home. We're going to Loctite them, do them up to 80 and then basically do them with all our might. 110 I think everyone says online, so we're going to go 110ish with full power past the 80. So this is as accurate as we can get. Rex, you agree?
Yeah.
Agree. It's doing flags. But yeah, get in there, chuck this on, get these torque down, clutch on, and gearbox, put it in the car. Start mower as well. Guys, I don't know if you can see me, I've got the flash on, but I am victorious in my mission today. The mission today was, like I said before, to build the engine, like fully all the intakes on, and get it in the car. Scotty the legend stayed here late, even though he's got work at 4 o'clock in the morning, helped me, and we have got it in. I know there's a lot of time lapse in the day because obviously I needed to crack on. Oh, it's not a how-to, you know, because obviously I'm a noob, but we're in there, on the mounts, both sides. Tomorrow morning, wake up nice and early, get the gearbox mounted to the end, to the car, bolt the mounts to the car, so just resting there at the minute, put all the radiator in, you know, fuel lines, put the fuel rail on, the injectors, all the rest of it basically, the intake pipes, the intake, everything. Headlights, bumper. But yeah, that's it. Let me know in the comment section what you think of my crazy antics, and like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'll just have to tidy all this up, big old mess, and I'll see you in the morning. Take it easy guys.